Okay, give me a second. I'm going to be. I'm actually still trying to log in. I'm still logging into Facebook right now, so give me a second here. Ooh. Okay, interesting price adjustment notice. Okay, gonna share this with a few groups. We're still doing Final Fantasy for now. I suspect that in the next few weeks I will probably be adjusting to a different format. Though it's kind of it kind of hit or miss. Like the last two quick drafts I did, one was from Final Fantasy, one was from Lost Caverns. I did pretty okay with Lost Caverns. I did pretty poorly with Final Fantasy. So though I will though I would admit that the draft was already bad begin with on that sense, so I kind of knew it was coming. Anyhow, my hit rate with Avatar is it's kind of mid right now, so still gonna see how it goes. Also, I'm in the journey of trying to save up as many gems as possible because we do have the meta game challenge for Brawl. I'm still trying to figure out what is a good deck to bring in that has a very good kind of hard to say a very good consistency, but I kind of want something that I would quite enjoy playing. I've tried a few of the meme decks. Those clearly don't work, but that's okay. And no, I did not try it during the meta game. I was just trying it in regular Brawl just to see how it goes. A lot of things I kind of need to learn. Also, still waiting for one more person, and then we'll be ready to proceed. Come on. Also, yeah, pretty much approaching. We're pretty much approaching the holiday proper. Okay, looks like we're not going to get the. Looks like we're gonna get the restart here. Yes, I can kind of do my intro for. Oh wait. Yep. Okay, this time will we get the seats filled up? Okay, there we go. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing a draft of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Okay. I said I wanted to avoid going blue-black, but then they give us a Raven Eagle, which really puts us in blue-black. I kind of want to... Black also not being the greatest color kind of hurts us a bit here. Okay, fine. I'm going to go blue. I'm going to go for Aang. I'm going to try to see if I can hit blue-white. Unfortunately, we're passing Grand, which is really good. We might be passing enough black to send people off into black, so we should be fine here. We might get cut off on blue. We are not passing any white per se, so I think we should be fine here. Okay, we got Momo Playful Pet. That's a pretty good one drop. Rowdy. Oh, also a Diligent Zookeeper, each non-human. Oh wait, no. There's also probably the best blue uncommon here. We have to take the Submersible. Hello, Mantilla-Rason. Thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Okay. Oh, I also forgot to... Water Tribe Captain's fine. Geyser Leaper's more for blue-black. That's kind of fine. Serpent of the Past is kind of a late game trick. We'll take a first time flyer for now. See if we can... Pretty much the plan right now is to try to cut off as much blue as possible. Then see if we can get into white later. There's a cat owl, but there's also a forecasting fortune teller. This one is generally a lot better. We should also be on the lookout for water bending here. See if we can get some good hits there. Yeah, huh? And also, yeah, chat is okay. Press refresh chat, but the chat indicator is still broken here for Streamlabs. I'm so annoyed with it right now. Okay, the curious farm animals, gain 3 life sacrifices. That's a good trick. I'll probably just take the cat owl, but also because we're really mostly blue right now, so I'm trying to avoid. If I see a really good double white card and I can see a good reason to pivot back, what are we missing right now? A lot of lessons would be one, but we do have some interesting water bending ways to get multiple permanents is also another thing we're missing right now. So we're kind of on the lookout for that. Appa, okay, Appa is actually quite fine. There's also deserters. There's an otter penguin. Spirit Aways. I'm willing to take Appa as a top end card. So this one being double is not bad. We'll probably take a Lost Days here. And this is where we start taking stuff like Zhong's Deserters. The Kingdom Soldier is probably fine also, but I think I want to start under early. I always find that I'm having a hard time hit. Oh, okay. So everyone was avoiding black. Interesting. I could just take the barrels in case I need to splash something. I could also just take low and lead, but I probably wouldn't play it at all. Yeah. Okay, so now I guess it's a time to take Momo. Deserters is also a good choice. Okay, coffee, not great. So create food token. So at least we get a bunch of good stuff options here. The other Momo is probably better because it does act as removal, but this one's fine-ish. Had we gone into blue black by take, we could have gone into blue black actually, but I actually don't mind the direction this one's going. So what we're still looking for, probably more flyers. More stuff to water bend. Some airbend is pretty. So this one is defensive. This one is offensive airbend. I guess we can take a Wandering Musicians here. Being able to go white, especially if we have enough flyers, is probably a good option for us here. But now we're even between white and blue, so we now need to decide which color we're gonna main. It's quite likely that we end up maining white. We'll see. Live and kicking, good to see your live stream. Yeah, great to see you too. Okay, definitely taking this one. No, it's not the greatest. Okay, so we're kind of going into white, I guess. Unfortunately, the chat part is still broken here. Probably should just cut this all together so I can see it off on the side. Okay, we got Ren and Shaw, which is pretty good. Master Piandao as a way to grab ally equipment, or we probably should take this one. Like, we have only one lesson right now, but we have 7 allies, so we are getting a lot of potential stuff here. Otherwise, Lost Days and Sandbender Storm would be my pick, but we do have to be careful. Our curve is kind of flat right now. There are probably a bunch of cards I would probably give up, like say the Rabaro Troop. Okay, another Aang is. I guess we're getting another Aang. There is a Team Avatar. There is a Watery Graphs. Messenger Hawk is okay too, but we'll go for Aang number 2. Now why do I say this one's not great? Because the format is it's not so slow that you can afford to plane cycle. Plane cycling is generally considered a really bad option. That said, North Pole Patrol, I guess this is fine. Yeah, unfortunately the Snowballers is a really not so great hit. Also, we still have to figure out if we're currently going more into white right now. Really need to make those adjustments. I think over the holidays, I'm also gonna see if I should adjust out of Streamlabs. XSplit didn't do great for me. I tried modding OBS to suit my needs, but it was a big headache. Oh, there's a mythic that no one is going to take. I could take one for a copy, but we'll take Avatar. And there's Enthusiast, and that's the cheapest one of the bunch. There's a Sun Warriors, but yeah, we'll take Enthusiast here. The walls would be kind of an interesting joke card, but it's really not so great. Also, just realizing right now that yeah, so we're clearly gonna be heavy white. Compassionate Healer is good. Yip Yip is okay. Quentia is actually quite good, so I might end up taking it. We're kind of heavy white right now, though, and I kind of want it to stay that way. But we do need a few extra lessons here. I think we can take one Quentia first. Okay, airbending lesson. There's another first-time flyer. I probably will take the first-time flyer first. See if we can get enough of an early start. We should be able to pressure. We just need more lessons right now. We could also just take a battle fan over a second Appa. Airship engine room is... Yeah, we're really going for the aggro water bending start here. Looks like our friend is kind of delayed on the back there. So our 2s and 3s are quite solid. Yeah, speaking of this, Glider Kids is also another one. I could take more balloon. Southern Air Temple as a one-shot, put a +1/+1 counter on each of my creatures. No, we'll take the Glider Kids here. We'll take another Lost Days though, because we don't really have enough we don't have enough removal. But we kind of want some things to be a bit cheaper though. Path of Redemption is probably okay. Okay, Bender's Water Skin. I'll take it, but I don't have a reason to play it yet. Oh, there's a Cat Gator. That we'll take the Zuko's XL, but this is super expensive. It's probably one of the first things to get cut. Yeah, we're not playing that. Well, maybe we splash something. Foggy Swamp Visions. Invasion Replacements is... I could just take I could just take either the Bird Scout. I could take this one for drawing cards. This one's just straight removal, which I kind of need right now. Our creature count is kind of high. I think we just take the rain. Okay, got a Lion Turtle, which we could splash into. We lack the means to splash into this right now, but this is and we need a lot more lessons than what we have right now to make this work. But I don't have anything else that I would want to take here. Now we'll just take it. It's pretty much the fortune teller otherwise. Okay, there's an abandoned attachments. That one I would take. That should up our lesson count a bit. Hey, abandoned air temple. There we go. That's a solid one. So we do need to start adjusting our blues. So what are our weaker ones? Patrol is not so great. Another first time flyer. Spirit. Guess I could just take the Yip Yip. There's a crashing wave. This one is. Now, one trick is that you could just cast this for double blue if your opponent just has those creatures. You could just take the pretending Oxbearers. That's a white creature. And I'll take the Kyoshi Village as just in case I okay, let's do a lesson check. 6 lessons, okay, that's kinda enough. We now have the option to splash. But I probably will end up cutting some of these. I guess the troop can go. So yeah, Panda was actually going to be kind of good when we get to attack. We should be able to. We have a lot of hits between the allies and the. Okay, now we take an airbending lesson here. 16 and 9. We got 14 allies, so that's gonna activate and all that. I'll take it. Not sure, but I'm just gonna take that for now. We'll decide later. Hey, Thomas Carrot. Thomas Carrot, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, Thomas Karen. Okay. My gosh, I really need to fix this one. I'm going to need to have to spend one entire week or so just fixing my stream. I guess I'll probably do it over the new year. That would be a good time, if any, to just get anything fixed. So all in all, yeah, blue-black did not look very great. So it's a good thing. So I'm happy we ended up with blue-white this time. Pretty good here. Of course, we're running the Air Temple. Let's see if we can cut some more blue cards so that we can. And I'm still open to considering this one, but probably not. So I have to just cut one more card right now. Probably just the Zuko's Exile for now. It is hard removal, but it's also expensive removal. I'll just leave it like that for now. We'll see how it goes. There's an argument for, say, cutting up. No. Nobody cuts Appa. Nobody cuts Appa. Anyway, so okay, let's go. Hoping for the best. We'll see if we can get our. Okay, our average has usually been 3 to 4 wins per draft. I would like to do better, but we'll see if it has. Okay, so got a pretty good start. Turn 1 Curious Farm Animals. Turn 2 we can quench, or just play reinforcements. So we have that option. Yeah, having the X. If I did not have this one, I would have just played the first time flyer right away. Yeah, now we quench. And let's see, I can do Fortune Teller. No, we have a lesson in the graveyard now. We start dropping first time flyers. Opponent might start getting up on top of us right now. Green. I'll just take it for now. And when it's not following it up, eh? Now they probably have removal for this. Yeah, they had the removal for that. That's okay. But we do delay them a bit on this one. And so probably just play the enthusiast for now. And let's see. When this creature dies, okay, I'm offering the trade. That's a shame. I would if hey Jericho 11, good evening to you too. Nice to see you. Yeah, I was just saying that if that had stuck, I would have just water bent it right away. Though, yeah, at least they had the allies at last, so that wasn't gonna pan out. Okay, only plays 7/7. Yeah, we're now gonna need to start setting up a go wide. Our opponent is do I kind of now regret removing the tapper? Oh, never mind. They might have a combat trick. And no, there we go. We just had enough to crush through. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that the submersible one of the best uncommons. Yeah, people got tripped up with it because it was a vehicle, but hey, But apparently, water bending is not the same as just spending mana to exhaust. Okay, the water bending was a really big deal. If I had to rate the mechanics, I'd put it at waterbend, earthbend, firebending if you are super aggro, but otherwise airbending. Okay. So unfortunately, we're not gonna catch anyone by surprise. So we're just gonna drop first time flyer first. Jong's Deserters. So what I might do is I might actually save it a bit. So I'm actually gonna just play my own Jong's Deserters. Opponent playing mono white. I will take. Okay, opponent should be a bit suspicious about this, but what are they gonna do? Play nothing. And I could always just do Aang end of turn. So this is where now opponent does have to play something more solid, but we can just airbend it out. Okay, so our opponent was going for mono white. That's neat. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Retake. Okay, this is a little bit tense right now. Plenty of low to ground W. Possible second color tied up. I guess so. Though the Gather the Lotus usually indicates that this is a straight mono white build. If I can hit one more land, let's see, if I attack with this one, reach trample, put a +1/+1 on each tap creature I control. Okay, opponent's trying to look for a way to yeah, they're just gonna recast that. That's fine. There we go. Honestly, the Submersible is... Let's see, they might have a wipe. No, they're just replaying Musicians, sure. They still don't have an... Now, the interesting trick I can also do is I could just use this to Airbender next spell, then just have it then this Legend rule itself out. So I'm kind of fine with that. I'm trying to also remember how much the... Now, if it's an expensive enough spell, I can just add... There we go. Yeah, the second Aang really is nuts. There's no anti-air. Yeah, I was expecting a go wide spell already at this point. Team Avatar, that's a go tall spell, but that would have been really good removal if our opponent had it. Yeah, not having anti-air was a real big deal there. So let's yeah, Streamlab's not working very well at all. Okay, this is an auto mull. This one I can keep because I can just unbin this one, I suppose. It's not... Okay, this is... Now, speaking of aggro, this is going to be the real... Oh, not quite aggro. This is just multicolor all the way. So I kind of want to play Glider Kids, but... We'll pass. Now, this time our opponent has to... Now, we can always crack the clue token if our opponent doesn't have it. Also, it helps having a clue. No, you are not drawing a card. So let's say our opponent has something else. If we can hit our land, we can lost days. Alternately, I could just hope to hit land before glider hits. Yeah, but this time I expect our opponent to have a more reasonable deck. Oh, Sunmore. Okay. Okay, hit our land. So there we go. Or I just full swing with this one. Ooh, yeah, this one's a real go wide. In this scenario, which one would I bounce? Oh, and they have enough to also create an ally. Go figure. We need to snipe. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. I can respect that. Oh, okay. That's a very good mythic. Yeah, I don't have a real way to defeat this one though. Ugh. Like, what do I do if I just bounce this? Yeah, I can concede this one right now, honestly. Wow. Opponent just had all their ducks in a row. Everything just lined up. Mid range, yeah. No, it's worse than mid range. On curve. On curve, all the mana. Basically, it was not punished at all. Okay, this time we get to keep this one. We don't have any clues per se, so I probably will just lead on Fortune Teller. Probably Fortune Teller into Glider Kids, set up our next turns. Master Paku. I think so we should assume our opponent has blue black into an iguana parrot. Okay. Neat. And I guess I just play this one right now. Start going a bit aggro here. Also note that we can set up an end of Cat Owl. Oh. Take the hit. One trick that we could do is I could swing first, then just some airbend when our opponent double blocks. I'm not gonna draw. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll need to tap one creature. They might still have a combat trick, but there were no pauses to demonstrate that. Or the removal is sorcery speed. Nope, only conceded. There we go. Whew. Okay, so that's what happens when we get on curve. So I guess it was fair. That was fair. It was fair in the sense that we got curved out by our opponent in the previous game, and now we curved out on our opponent in this game. So all is right, I guess. So okay, we're gonna keep going with this one. See how far we go. Here. Okay, so opponent going first. Oh, they do have something to cast. Yeah, the reason I always set that up is because I know I will. Okay, opponent caster Vindictive Warden, sure. Ooh. I guess we play Avatar Enthusiasts. We will take the hit from here. Ooh, okay, we're gonna take a big hit here. Now I can just. They might have a combat trick. I would be doned by it, but I still have to do it. Like I have to force them to use a combat trick now. Ooh, that's a okay. There we go. That's a bad. So yeah, no. Yeah, just let's force our opponent to use their combat tricks now. Then I guess then we can just drop Gandalf, see? Or I could just lost. Ooh, no, they're just grabbing 2 lands. Okay. Okay, just dome me for 1. Cool beans. Honestly, they should just take out the token. That one's already a 2. There we go. So there's a cat owl we could play. I'm gonna just play Piandao first. We're gonna try to see. We're gonna need to start refilling our hand. Yeah, this is where we start to. We also have a lesson already, so okay. See where no opponent probably should just crack the land. Yeah, they're gonna do that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Pando's really putting in a lot of work. Also helps that our opponent kind of flooded a bit. Oh, opponent's really flooding now. Might as well just ping. Yeah, they're just gonna ping. Oh, and I can just cast Airbending lesson instead. No, we're just gonna keep delaying it even further. Yeah, opponent just kept getting looped there. We got that. Prince format, yes. Yes, it's still a Prince format in the sense, which is why removal that can. It's kind of why Red suffered quite a lot. Black suffered somewhat because their removal spells were not on rate. It like like 4 mana instant, 4 mana, 5 mana. The spells for black were too much, so we're a bit on the pricey side. What did we get? 2 mana, -1, -1, +1, +1. I think there was a -3, -3 also, but wait, was that -3, -3, -4, -4? I can't remember. But we could, which is why blue's removal, even if it's some temporary, like white airbending, blue removal, those panned out really well. And it also made counter spells a lot better. Like even that one lone copy of Eloquentia. Fire Sages, sure. Okay, so we hit an airbending lesson. I'm probably just gonna play the Enthusiast first. So if our opponent decides to just airbend this one, no, firebend pump this, I am willing to double block. Oh no, okay. They probably won't swing. So we target this one, put the counter on that one. Okay. Basically just okay, yeah, there's your 4 mana removal on a 3 mana creature. Okay, opponent still. So, this is one of the better. Merchant of Many Hats, sure. We probably just cracked the clue. Definite. Hey, oh yeah, thank you for liking the stream, Jericho. Okay, let's see. Bonnet double blocks. Is this an instance? Sure. And I probably will just yip the enthusiasts. Earth Kingdom General. Okay. I think it might be a bit late. Okay, gain 2 life, go up to 11. So we discard this. Yeah, we did not hit our land, so that's a good thing to know. We hit the land. There we go. Oh, actually, they're just, okay, down to 1. So, let's hope we don't lose the enthusiasts. Yeah, okay, miscounted that one, so that was a little bit careless. Probably could have gotten away with this one. Badger Mo means some life. Aang number 2, Electric Boogaloo. There we go. Got. Now, technically, it was not over yet. But we did set them back way too far behind at that point. So that was a good one for us. Yeah, I definitely agree. Saved by Aang. Always saved by Aang. Aang is the hero after all. He's the protagonist. He is the protagonist. So in fairness, there was a lot. They all had very good stories. I think, unfortunately, around the time that it came out, I was in between finishing high school and starting my suffering through college. So I don't think I was able to. I don't think I had the time to enjoy it, which is a shame. This was a really okay, very scary. We'll start though. Well, probably just fan on turn 2. But yeah, we could easily lose with this very careless keep. I guess what I can also do is I could just play the first time flyer, then just figure things out from there. Ooh, opponent also into blue-white. Yeah, missing the land drop was really bad. Okay, we hit our land drop now. So I could go aggro on the airbending lesson, but I suspect what I should do is put another... Yeah, we use these as a defense mechanism. Let's go out. Ooh, South Pole Voyager. Ooh, okay, that's a good one. Definitely I think I can afford to take. So I can abandon attachments to try to hit my land. I can also just play this to airbend something out of the way. Okay, there's our lands. So next turn we can start putting a +1/+1 counter on each creature we control. First time flyer. Now I am willing to trade for Grand, I suppose. I'm just gonna do this now while they're tapped out. That's actually quite curious. They probably have a combat trick. That's fine. Ooh, White Lotus reinforcements. That's always going to be a pain for me. Okay, they're just cracking the 2, not the worst. They're trying to do the math if they see if they can survive this one. Also remember that this is up to, so I can just sacrifice it for the sake of sacrificing it, and there we go. Yeah, they have to block one more there. Okay, take our opponent down to 1. Let's see. Let's hope we can survive this one. Yeah, this time the Air Temple really pulling its weight. Now that said, a good removal spell will take us out of it. So it's a risk. Yeah, unfortunately, that's it. Yep. They had the removal. That was a good splash. That was a good splash. So in that sense, yeah, we had a very good rare, but it was not the greatest rare. It's still pretty solid, and there's probably I guess I could have taken it slowly, just kept attacking with the flyers. I kind of needed to go all in because I needed to pare down the board. But yeah, unfortunately, my math was this time my math was my weakness. So any game could be our last, but we did hit 5 wins, so it's this one is for premier drafts. This one is pretty good. It's a lot better than what we've normally done. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, now this one. So the cat owl. Yeah, this is how we're gonna lose. I actually kind of need more. As much as I'd like to play the Lost Days, I kind of need more spells right now. I have to also assume our opponent has some removal. No, just yes. So we'll see what our opponent does next. I might have to let our opponent drop this one. Oh, I'm actually fine with this. Now take note that our opponent having so many cards, but they are missing their land drops. So I might actually hold on to this one. Like I would love to draw another card, but I kind of need to wait on this. There we go. So let's do a check. Airbend. So I need to do a check on if a card is exiled this way. Okay, so we can. So they probably Airbender or Glider Kids. I could have Airbent this one, I suppose, but you know what? I'm fine. Yeah, now we can start binning these a bit. Aang's doing the heavy lifting. Well, in this case, I really appreciate Aang doing. No, our opponent. No, I would argue that our opponent's deck not giving. Okay, never mind. I should have just attacked with one of these. No, I should have just attacked with it. I should have just done it first and attack. I would have gotten a 6/6. I made a mistake there. But yeah, opponent conceded right then and there. Aang doing the heavy lifting, definitely, yes. Aang can save you from a mulligan to 4. Yes. I'm gonna need to start learning how to edit short form videos. That does make for an interesting short. I don't know if it's gonna be a very good one. I guess I have plenty of time over the holidays. So now's a good time to learn, if any. So this is our last match. No. Yeah, I don't need to fight to Aang quite yet, so we'll do Kyoshi Battle Fan first. Fire Sages, cool. So I'll offer the trade. When it hits their 4 mana. So I'm gonna pass, not block, see what they do. They definitely want to spend their mana. Or not, I'll take. That's a very weird sequence of events. Are they trying to avoid something from me? Okay, now they could still have a spell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because and if nothing else, it's kind of like I abandoned Air Temple. And this would be for the 3rd time. I'm doing the head. Well, our opponent could have removal for this. Lost Days only takes out creatures, so not so great. But now we have options between Abandon Jet, Freedom Fighter, takes out the fan. Okay. Yeah, this is brutal. Okay. Wait, our opponent could have no, and this is where white having the weakest board wipe helps us also. But there, we finally made it to platinum, and this is our. I did. I'm not gonna lie. I did. Yeah, this is all Aang all the time. Finally, yep, white. We finally got it. That was that. I'm sorry if the show is named. No, the show is named Avatar: The Last Airbender. So not exactly named after him, but still, it is his show. So it is his show. So we are claiming the goodies with him. It's just right. That's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like. Yeah, thanks for the GG. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our notifications and whatnot. I really should start trying to pay attention to the winter events. So I'll see about setting that up soon. Probably just. But yeah, that was very nuts. No, there's no way around it. Yeah, again, I want to thank all those who tuned in. Mantilla Razon, Thomas Karen, Jericho Elagan. Thank you guys so much for... Thank you guys very much for sharing this time. I really appreciate it. And yeah, there we go. That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. And have a great week, everyone. And also have a great holiday season, everyone. Take care. Yeah, that was very enjoyable.